Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the Brazos as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bears will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. A first down for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
To the air, it's Milroe. Going deep. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Makes the grab on the left. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Snagged on the outside, it's Baldwin. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Cameron. At the 45 on his way. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the Bears are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Leaves it with the running back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The short hands, it's Hawkins. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score now about 8, Baylor 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point of going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's Robertson. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Looking for the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Hands it off. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Off play action. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bags, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He fires it out to the right. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
On second down, looking again to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. He gets it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
In this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
From the gun. They're working that left side. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. They march 79 yards on the drive.
Number 14, set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's Baldwin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
One more snap coming before halftime. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Back to throw, it's Robertson. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 16, Baylor 0.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
That's number 2.
As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Get this game underway. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Getting set for first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Snap it to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays. They're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. From the gun, give on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets away from one. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Get it out on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The offense set for a first down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Takes the handoff. It's Giddens. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Looking to go up top on first down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Second and very short here for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. To the air. It's Milroe. Quick strike complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Slings it. Working on the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the first and 10. They'll give it to the back. Bulls his way forward. And the ball slipped out. Oh, it looks like the offense was able to recover it.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Handoff to the single back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The give to the tailback. Discards a man. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the 2-point try. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Great job defending by the defense there. That guy could have had an interception in the end zone that time. As a result, the offense comes away with 6 points.
7, Alabama, 6.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the pass is intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
All right, let's get it. Right.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Kansas State 7, Alabama 6.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half.
This one away.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
It's now second down after the short completion.
Here we go.
Johnson looking to throw. Makes the pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third down, going up top. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw on second down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. looking to scramble. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kansas State pushing the pace. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. An easy call to go for it, and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout this season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front, and that's exactly what happened on that.
Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Wildcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. It's now 2nd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Kansas State 7, Alabama 6.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
3 and 25.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cephas. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with the score. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Hey, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to add another. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. On the run, it's Haynes. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Alabama.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game up late?
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. To the air, it's Milroe. He's got it. The 2 is good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they've tied it up in the final minute with the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Escapes the sack, and he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Man, I don't have a clue what they're thinking. 4th down, tie ball game in your own territory. Now you're going to put them right now.
Touchdown, Bama! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Flushed out of the pocket. He gets it into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion extends this lead to 8. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 14, set to kick off.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Finds a man on the right. And he's running in the open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Judkins. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Howard. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the grab outside. It's Scott. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella was always open.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Quickly to the tight end. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Tate. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Offense set on 1st down. Power football with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The inside handoff. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 2. And it's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Gets it out quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Using his legs, it's Judkins. And he could not get loose on the run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Judkins. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Judkins. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Looking for a man, it's Howard. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's got it on the move. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up in the rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Rolls it in. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first down from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Still looking, on the move. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. The snap sets up to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. The give is to Miller. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. You think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. This guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the defense?
Quarterback will audible. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On second down, wants to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Haynes. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for his man in the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Gets it out fast. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Pocket starts to collapse. He makes the connection. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll line up to go for 2. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's 4. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to...
All kinds of running room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Handoff from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Afterburners coming. Touchdown Tide! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. From the gun, looking for a man. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion.
On that two-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up two-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Ford. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of what...
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running back searching for a hole. And that ball's free behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the floor.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Milroe. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 14, Notre Dame 7.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and shoot.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Going up top. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To the ground with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to the running game. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Henderson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On target over the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
On the play. First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Notre Dame 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Give to the running back. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
Looking deep. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
14.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the returner is stopped.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over. 1st and 10.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Buys a little extra time. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Comes out throwing on first down. He makes a grab. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Notre Dame 28, Alabama 24.
They're sending out the regular kickoff unit, and even with 2 timeouts left, I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit 0 if they do this. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard fight.
He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. They're bringing heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's why that play call is so risky. At this area of the field in the second half, you've got the lead, you don't convert, and now you're giving the opponent a chance to tie it up, to take the lead. I think that's one, looking back, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but that's one they would have rather punted away and just played defense.
Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. Fighting off the defender. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Alabama.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Trying play action. Trying to get to it. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense still has a lot of work cut out for him here. Not only do you need to score a touchdown on this final play, but you're going to need the 2-point conversion to send this game into overtime.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss on that column. So watch the tape, watch